Sometimes, life makes us forget what truly belongs to us. And when we remember, we either break down in tears or are reborn like a star. Katy Perry, a world-renowned star. Stage lights, red carpets, the applause of millions. But once upon a time, she had a past that no one knew about. And that past suddenly came back to her one night. In 2023, she was invited as the guest of honor to a charity night held at a historic mansion in Charleston. The event was ordinary. For Katy, it was just another night. Until she walked through a dim hallway. There on the wall hung an old black and white photograph. She didn't pay much attention at first, but just as she was about to pass by, something pulled her back. Her eyes were drawn once more to the picture. A little girl, about 3 or 4 years old, was smiling as if she were singing. But it couldn't be, because that child looked exactly like a young Katy. Same dimples, same eyes, same expression. Her heart skipped a beat. She asked the staff, but no one knew anything. The next day, when she returned to see the photo again, it was gone. Only an empty nail remained on the wall, as if it had never existed. But for Katy, nothing was the same anymore. This couldn't have been a coincidence. She began researching online. She dove into the history of the house, its former owners, old documents. And finally, she found the Horn family. What she discovered turned her world upside down. Years ago, one of Charleston's wealthiest families, the Horns, experienced a tragedy. Andrew and his wife died in a terrible car crash. There was also a little girl in the car. She went missing. Her body was never found. The family assumed she had died, but that child was never dead, because that child was Catherine Elizabeth Hudson, known to the world as Katy Perry. At the age of 4, she was found injured in a nearby town and adopted by another family. Her real name, her real family, her past, all hidden from her. A new life, a new identity. And one day, a star reborn through songs. Katy had grown up not knowing who she truly was, unaware of her inheritance, her family, her roots. But that photograph, that one moment, changed everything. She felt no anger, only emptiness. But now it was time to fill that void. The legal process took months. DNA tests, statements from former staff, documents, photographs. When everything came together, the truth was undeniable. And finally, Katy Perry was declared the sole legal heir of the Horn family estate and its companies, but she didn't seek revenge, nor greed. She only wanted to pay tribute to her past, to where she came from. So what did she do? That mansion, that house full of secrets. She turned it into an arts academy for children, a school that opened its doors to talented kids from underprivileged backgrounds. She became a source of hope for little hearts dreaming of singing, because she knew. Every star that shines on stage once comes from darkness. But to light that darkness with inspiration, that's the real miracle. Katy Perry is no longer just a pop star. She is now the heir of her past and an inspiration for the future. And that old black and white photo, it now hangs at the entrance of the mansion with a small note underneath, for the child who wasn't lost, but found herself again.